Amy Siegfried is a Tulsa podcast host who uses her show called Last Night's Game in one to help shed light on big sports stories for people who may not know all the X's and O's, right? She's joining me to quiz me on the Super Bowl and talk about a celebrity boot camp happening in Las Vegas. A lot coming up. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I feel like this Super Bowl is your Super Bowl. This is for people who do not watch, but a lot of them are watching this game and they don't normally watch the NFL.
Absolutely. Well, if it feels a little bit like Groundhog Day, it's because it is. The 49ers and the Chiefs played each other in 2019. The Chiefs won that one. It was the first time two teams with the color red played each other. So if you want something really to look into, this is a great game. There's a lot of great stories around it, and obviously we all love the commercials and the halftime show.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor Swift is obviously, you know, there's all the speculation, is she going to make it back from Tokyo? Do you think it's going to bump up because of Swift fans watching it? Do you feel like this is going to be a big watch game?
Absolutely. So the games last weekend were up 11%, and a lot of that I think we can contribute to Taylor Swift.
Okay, well, we have this quiz, and I want you to play along right now at home. You've got 5 questions for me, 5 different categories. I want to start off with the national anthem.
The national anthem.
Yes.
So, who holds the record for the shortest rendition of the anthem in Super Bowl history?
Okay, is it A, Kelly Clarkson, B, Luke Bryan, C, Neil Diamond? I feel like it's going to be C, Neil Diamond, just like in and out.
You were right. 1 minute, 2 seconds. He has the shortest rendition of the anthem. Reba McEntire will be singing this year, and she's trending to be one of the shortest in history as well.
And there's stuff, if you live in a state that's okay to do that, you can bet on that. Okay, the next one, how many pizzas? Tell me about this. I'm into the food.
Well, we all know that Super Bowl is all about the food. Americans consume these about 11,000 calories on average on Super Bowl Sunday.
Nice.
And how many pizzas might you assume we eat?
Okay, is it 1 billion, 2 million, 100 million? I mean, I'm just gonna say 100 million, just because like 1 out of every 3 Americans eating pizza.
That sounds logical, but we're about 2 million pizzas,
okay.
1.3 billion chicken wings, which is the most popular, 88 million pounds of cheese, 200 million pounds of avocados. We're doing it up.
Okay, you mentioned the commercials. They've already started to, in recent years, release previews and just commercials, what they're doing. So I like this next question here.
Yeah, you won't see any Ford commercials during the Super Bowl this year. True or false?
It's such a bizarre question. I'm gonna go with true. It just sounds like it's true.
It's true, and it is bizarre. None of the big 4 car companies, Ford, Toyota, GM, or parent company for Chrysler, are advertising in this year's Super Bowl.
Really?
I know. I was really surprised to read that myself.
That is absolutely shocking, because they were a stalwart for years. Right. Many famous car commercials.
Absolutely.
Okay, the next one, we've got jersey colors. You referred to the all-red Super Bowl of 2020. That was hot.
So which jersey color holds the record for the most Super Bowl champions? White, red, or black?
I want to say, and I don't know what you think at home here, I want to say white just because it's a common, you know, alternate color.
That's true. 37 of the last 57 winners have been wearing the color white. Now, the Niners will be wearing white, and the Chiefs will be wearing red, which is what they wore when they won in 2019.
Okay, and the Chiefs are like, we're wearing red again.
We're going to do it again, yep.
Nobody can tell us no. Okay, this last question, this is going to be about Brock Purdy from Iowa State.
So Brock Purdy, he's known as Mr. Irrelevant, which is the nickname we give to the last draft pick in the NFL draft. Is he going to be the first Mr. Irrelevant to win the Super Bowl? True or false?
Okay, so I was listening to 1170, The Blitz. I think this is going to be false. I think a Mr. Irrelevant does have a ring.
In fact, there are 2 other Mr. Irrelevants that have a ring. But remember, Brock Purdy, he's the most successful Mr. Irrelevant. He's making about $870,000 this season, has a roommate to afford his rent in California, where Patrick Mahomes, the starting quarterback for the Chiefs, makes $59 million. So a little bit of a difference there.
There you go. He might get paid. We'll see about that. I'm sure he will. Okay, in Las Vegas, I want to talk about this boot camp and just take it away. Tell me about this.
Well, we are so excited. We're working with Dr. Jen Welter, who is the first female NFL coach, and she has a day-in-a-life camp, and this is the 3rd year they've done it ahead of the Super Bowl, and it's a football camp for women. We come in and she teaches the X's and O's of what happens on the field. You go through and you partner with different celebrities, different former and current NFL players to learn their skill set, the offensive line, the defensive line, punting, kicking, passing, and you're learning those from the experts. So it should be a really fantastic event, and Jen is amazing, and so it's been a joy to work on this with them.
So what's your involvement in it? Are there other people from Tulsa? Like, kind of what's the situation?
No, actually, Jen and I connected on LinkedIn randomly, and we just really enjoyed chatting with each other, and being a native from Las Vegas, that's why we're here doing this camp.
I would love for you to tell us more the next time you're here.
I will.
Give us an update. That looks phenomenal.
I will. Don't ask me any X's and O questions, though. That's not my area of expertise.
I never played, so don't ask me either. You can always listen to last night's game. That's what it looks like. That's the podcast. Amy, thank you so much
Thanks for having me.